When ordering fractions, we first need to find the LCD. Next, we find the equivalent forms of those fractions using the LCD, and then we can order the fractions based on their numerators. Up first, we have denominators 3, 4, and 7. To find the LCD, we start with the biggest denominator, 7, and list multiples of 7 until we find a number that is divisible by all of the denominators. 4 will not divide evenly into 7, so let's go to the next multiple of 7, which is 14. 4 will not go into 14. The next multiple of 7 is 21. That doesn't work. The next multiple is 28. 4 will go into 28, but 3 will not. So go to the next multiple, 35. That doesn't work. 42. That doesn't work. 49 doesn't work. 56 doesn't work. 63 doesn't work. 70 doesn't work. 77 doesn't work. 84. Finally, we found one that works. All three denominators will divide evenly into 84. So now let's get the equivalent numerator. 3 goes into 84 28 times. 28 times 1 is 28. 4 goes into 84 21 times. 21 times 1 is 21. And 7 goes into 84 12 times. 12 times 2 is 24. Now that we have equivalent fractions with common denominators, we can compare the numerators to put these in order. 21 is the smallest of these three numerators. So that means the middle number 1/4 is the smallest. The next largest is 24, the third number, which is 2/7. And finally, the biggest fraction, or the biggest number in this case, 1/3. In our second example, again, we need common denominators. Starting with the biggest, 10. 8 will not go into 10, so go to the next multiple of 10, which is 20. 8 will not divide evenly into 20. Go to 30. 8 will not go in. Go to 40. 8 will divide into 40, as will 5. So 40 is the LCD that we're looking for. Let's keep in mind that these are all negative fractions. And now the equivalent numerator. 5 divides into 40 8 times. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 divides into 40 5 times. 5 times 5 is 25. And 10 goes into 40 4 times. 4 times 7 is 28. Now we're going to compare these three fractions using the numerator. Keep in mind that these are negative. So the bigger the number, the smaller it is, since they're negative. So negative 28 is smaller than negative 25 and negative 24. So that means this third fraction, negative 7/10, is actually the smallest. The next, we have negative 25 over 40. That is this second fraction, negative 5/8. And finally, negative 3/5.